Hello and welcome back to Lou Games. It's Tectonica time, and I am out here just finishing up the demolition of this floral botanist building, leaving us room to build our new plant. And we have got a pocket full of limestone. And I was thinking, I'm turning all my limestone into carbon powder. So I think it's time to take the trash can, the incinerator, and put that carbon powder to some use. So let's start that with disconnecting the incinerator in Victor and having it redirect to some carbon frame assemblers, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't even checked the assemblers to see if the carbon frames come from the assemblers, but I do imagine that would be the case since they are frames. And the game crashed right there, so we're just kind of waddling our way with our heavy pockets over to Victor. And we're going to get started on that carbon frame section of what is needed for the upgrade of the Sierra factory. And to get over there, I'm thinking a little bit of rail riding. That'll speed up the progress. And I'm just going to jump off here. Okay. I'm too close to the rails to hit my hover button. It was causing me to keep jumping on the rails. Now, the limestone deposit's over there, but the trash can is set to recycle and chew up all the carbon. Well, we're not wanting it to do that. We're wanting to make use of the carbon, I think. So let's go ahead and check out the assembler. The assembler says that carbon frames are made with 3 ingredients: copper frames, steel frames, and carbon powder bricks. I didn't expect that. Now, to make carbon powder bricks, we're just going to look at the left-hand side, and all we see is glass, glass, glass. There's some clay. There's carbon. There's carbon powder bricks in here. There it is. There we go. Alright, we got this. We're just going to get rid of this line. And this line. Looks like I have the trash can not receiving that much. It's probably because of all the overflow valves. You know what? Maybe I can build out from that way. Yes. And we get some assemblers down here. And if we bring them out, let's see. Splitter, splitter, deposit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3. 500 powder's a lot. So let's just... I'm thinking 3 can handle that because it's going to take a while to work all that up. Right. So we're just going to put in 3 inserters here. Hook this belt up right here. Turn this to carbon powder bricks. And then I'm just going to put I don't have copper frames or steel frames down here. So I'm just going to let it produce those carbon powder bricks. Right there. We might ship the carbon powder bricks on over to Barracks to get it working. Could be a possibility. And we're going to need a thresher plant to get that Shiverthorn gel working in Barracks. Right there is where I drop all my limestone off. And it eventually gets turned into carbon powder. And I know that we got a bunch because that was a big building to chop down. Looks like is that gravel? That's gravel. I was going to say I'm carrying carbon powder, but I'm not. It's not something I usually store because I haven't had a need to. But now we do. And I have all these chests here just to dump limestone in. And if we need to, I've got a whole limestone quarry down here where I can just bring another limestone line over here to produce that carbon powder. Yeah, I could do that too. This is the way to get the carbon. It's not a big deal. We're just moving along. Takes a bit to get rid of all this limestone. And that's why I'm over encumbered at the moment. I squared out the area where we're going to build a thresher plant. And the rest of the Sesamite production. Alright, we've gotten rid of our over encumbrance. The limestone is headed off to turn into quicklime. The quicklime's headed off to turn into carbon powder. The carbon powder's headed off to... Let me think about this. The carbon powder... That's carbon powder. Well, we don't even need to incinerate it. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. Looks like we're turning it into carbon powder somewhere else. Right. Which is just farther back the line. Guess we won't be taking any more fuel over here. At least for this time. And I'm going to go ahead and just... I'm just going to put him right here. I guess I could just put him right here. And I'm going to turn him on to carbon frames. And he may make what we need before we make it in another fashion. Oh yeah, need all those other ingredients. Let's just not. Okay. Come to think about it, we do need to do something with the carbon powder. So for now, I'm going to put it in some chests. That works. Just sending it straight back is an unnecessary amount of inserters. But that's because we don't mind. All right. Now we know what's going on with the carbon powder. We have the limestone being turned into carbon powder, and any extra Kindle vine extract, which I don't think, oh, we are overflowing, gets turned into limestone powder and shipped down that way. So, since that's happening, we should head on back over to Barracks and fix up the threshing for the Shiverthorn gel. Yep. We need the Shiverthorn gel for the Sesamite production. And I know we don't have enough seeds right here, but that's where we're at. And there's no seeds planted at the moment because we don't have the thresher plant going, so everything's backed up. So we're going to start right here. And we always put them 4 blocks apart or 2 out of the caution zone. That's easier for me to see. And I'm not going to do it that way. I want to do it the way I always have, which is a patch of 6, just like this. And we bring in what we want right here. I'm just going to take it to the edge and come over here. And we only need to take it from one side. This side has the 4. And we're going to do it like that. And then with that, we split this up 3 ways. And we realize we want to do that again. But in the second area, and here's where I'm going to jump up in the air. And I'm going to take a 50-50 cut right here. Like that. And the three-way split happens down here between these three. And just like that, we have a thresher plant. Get some pink stack filter inserters and program them to the Shiverthorn buds. There they are. What is that? Huh. Well, for now, we're just going to make this choice. And they all go in here. And we know we're going to ship dirt out, so let's just start with dirt. I'm going to pull it from this side. Choose plant matter, because plant matter is the grass. So, yeah, that's what we're going to pull out on this side. And we're just going to do it from all three. On each one. I'm going to bring it over here to the edge and ship it out. Now that I'm at this point, I'm going to go ahead and set my balloons down on these 6 so we can see a little clearer. And then start putting down some of these curved lines. Now we know what we're going to do with the plant matter, so we're going to go ahead and complete its run. Ooh. Let's do that. I ran into something. What did I do wrong here? Okay. There we go. Now we head to the elevator. And we're going to go all the way around. Should I just take it off? You know what? I am going to take it off the floor. We can just add another strip of flooring there. And it's a straight shot. Oh, almost made it to the other wall. Alright, let's make it happen. Just go and take it down here. Just doing a little bit of digging. I think we'll just come to the left of that line right there. Oh, well, we got to come over one more block. Because the fuel line took the left hand side of that line. Yep. Yeah, and this is just more limestone for the carbon powder that we're making. And we're going to grab some flooring. Put it in. And we talked about extending the flooring over one. So I'm going to do that. To right there. Looks like we may have to push some ground over in some places, but that's okay. And now we go back to that conveyor belt. And we know we want it to be here. And send it up. I'm just going to take the stairs. Come on over. And switch that to 2. And this should get the plant matter out of the way. Do we have an input for plant matter? I don't know. I think we do. We'll find out. We're already pulling out fiber, ceramic, and steel. Kindlevine extract. Yep, we already have one. So it's just going to book all that plant matter out of here. So now we're talking Shiverthorn gel. I'm just going to set this down and check out that ingredient list for the assembler. All we got to do is find it on the list. It's a blue goo. I suppose it's there. Oh, it's just a straight... Alright, we can do that. No extra parts needed. One ingredient. Just have to process it. So, we go over to Barracks. And we start the process of making that Shiverthorn gel. I might have to drop these fuel lines. They should be on the floor. Alright. We get all this Shiverthorn. And we cleared out all this space and tore out that building. I really like the roof here. And the Shiverthorn is going to have to come out. And we're going to do that on the 4 side. We set up one and say we want the Shiverthorn gel. Here's the plant stuff. There it is. Alright. I'm just going to copy and paste that a lot. Everything's come to a standstill because it's waiting on us to pull this out. And we will comply. Getting our Shiverthorn gel out. And with that, where do we want to put those assemblers? I think we want to put them right over here. And I'm just going to do a... If it takes 100 of those, I think 3 should be enough. Now we got to get this out of here. And it looks like we need to move this line over. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to have to get those out of the way. So we just pick them up. The rest is grass. Alright, good, good. What I really need to do is delete this line. And that's what we're going to do. Twist this over. Get the fixed height conveyor belt. And run it right over those inserters and into here. And that will work for us, because we need this room to get these guys out. And we're going to have to go a little extra high. Okay, is that curve on the ground? It is. Well, I'm going to pull this back a little and turn this into a splitter. Delete that, twist. Make sure it's getting out. It's getting out. All right. So now we want to come down, gather up all 4 of these, and get it over and joined one more time. We collect all 4, and we ran into a little issue. We're going to have to move this guy. Now, they want to go up and out, and then they can just curve over that way. Now, we can get back to what we need to do, and we're going to go 1 extra high because, oh, we did it again. Going to twist that over there, delete that, turn this into a splitter. There we go. Now, we bring this down, scoop up all 4 of those, and we are done with the collection lines. Oh, okay, let's turn that. Time for some assembling. Now with the assemblers, I'm just going to come out 4. And I'm going to, you know what, I don't want that to be that close. I want to put some space in. 1, 2, 3. And I don't know why I did that. I should just build the first one, copy, place. Okay, so here we go. 2 and 3. Now we just put in some inserters, and I'm going to overdo it because 100's a lot to get in there. And we only need 1 to take out. And with that, we're going to come in right there and split it up 3 ways right here. Now every 100 of those should produce some Shiverthorn gel. Now, the Shiverthorn gel, it says gets mixed with a Sesamite sand. So, we're going to is that an assembler? We're going to pull out another assembler and see how the Sesamite gel is fixed. Now the gel is all the way at the bottom, wasn't it? Maybe not. Alright. I'm looking for the blue gel when I should be looking for red gel. Okay, so there's the blue gel. Oh, there's the red gel. All right. Now this was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 6 and 2 away from the conveyor belt. That should look good. We're going to tell him that we want to make this Sesamite gel, and it requires look at that, we've met our glass quota. It requires sand. Maybe I didn't crank. We need to run over to Sierra and crank some sand for production. It's definitely getting the gas. That's good. We're just going to go ahead and turn that electricity back on. All right. The sand is coming, but not that fast. And we're making glass out of the sand, but it looks like we're going to need more sand. And instead of, yeah, I think I want to put down a secondary. Oh, wow. And we have drained the sand down that much. Look at that. We can actually see the bridge. What is that? Is that a new plant? No, it's just a pink worm plant. Oh yeah, this is all new. We have definitely lowered the sand level by way more than I thought. Oh, these are green lights. We've got the green light. I like this. This is kind of neat. We're going to have to spend some time exploring out here. Definitely. Alright, so according to that 3D map, we tried to hit the bottom. Or the deepest spot. I don't think we did too bad. That looks pretty deep. Yeah. How about we just put it right next to it? That's what I'm thinking. We're going to make a second plant. And we're going to put it right here. Yep. Just got to figure out where the sand pump is in the toolbar. It's definitely not on 1, 2, or 3, 4. It should be right in this area. There's a sand pump. Now I'm just going to put it right there. That made really quick. Borrow some fuel. And the fuel's got to get in here. And we cannot like make the sand, his sand just go, because once it gets in the elevator, it's all going to mix. Yep. That's the way it's going to be. So we're just going to double sand production. I thought about it. So we're just going to have to split it up. And if 50-50 goes, then one will get one sand pump and the other will get the other sand pump. Yes, that's what will happen. So let's just split it right on the corner. I'm just going to head down this way. And that's where I run out of conveyor belt. Looks like we gotta go to the store. Let's go to Tectonica Mart. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a Nexus in here. I have the feeling we're gonna be here a lot. I think, will it fit here? No. That's okay. We'll just set it here. It's as good as any spot. And we'll run a Tectonica Mart. Oh, there's blue arrows on the bottom, pointing to the front. So we're always going, okay. Yep, see there? And I did not know that till now. And there's 2,000 conveyor belts. We have so many cranks. And we just head right on back on over to Barracks with our Nexus that we've placed in there. And it faces towards the back of the cave. That's fine. Now I'm going to draw some birds. Not some birds, I guess just one. But with that, we're loading in that there. And we need you. Let's just bring it on over like that. There it goes. And then we'll have some gel. Sesamite gel. And with the sesamite gel, we collect it up. And it says we cook it. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's it's a thing. Anyway, we'll just take it up here. And I think that it's not going to make fast enough to really do anything. But that should get us the sesamite powder that we've been waiting on. No automatic splitters for us. So we got to put them in manually. And then we got to get a fuel belt directly over this. Down, deliver. Why does it always turn it around? I don't want it to be turned around. So I'm just going to start up here. All right. I think I'm going to go over that way. Just going to shift this right down through here and thread the needles. I think we can drop down to the floor now. Well, I lost the whole belt right there. I want it to come down through here, drop down, twist, and go. Come on, baby. All right. Now it wants to come through here, and that's what we're going to do. You just got to scoot this over a couple of blocks. So I'm just going to clear it out a little. And we just keep on building our factory. Alright. That is the wrong direction. We're wanting to send fuel back, and that is the wrong direction. So let's just stop now and turn this around. We're not delivering fuel. Thought for sure that would be in the right direction since we did the down. I was wrong. We take the fuel out there, but we gotta go find it. And it's all the way back here. So we're just going to come down here and split it somewhere right there. And that's the fuel we're using here. The Shiverthorn plants are being replanted and growing and cycling, which is all good. Now we want some down double taps. With the down double taps, that should plant the fuel into the ovens. And I don't think we have a single... It says we have no ingredients. Okie dokie. You know, I think I might have done that a little wrong. Okay, there are 2 ingredients. If I just do that, will it stay down? Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to add a splitter right there. That will leave me the ability to take him over, drop him down, and insert. Do the same over here. Now, those are all being shipped down here. So what I want to do is bring it over here and up. And just like that, he should be getting all his ingredients. He is. And then they'll make red soup. And then with the red soup, we get a bowl of red ramen. Red rum. It's making the red rum. And over here we'll get the red ramen. And then, well, that's as far as that tree goes. We'll just have to figure out what's next. I just want to see it work first. It must take a long time. How much sand does it make? 24 gels. Then I wonder how much that makes. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's box it up for a moment. At least till it starts working. Oh, look at that. There's no red X's, so that means it must be cooking. Sesamite powder. There we go. It's really consuming the fuel. But with that, wow, that made a lot really quick. Maybe I underestimated how much of everything that I got. Well, we can't flow any faster than the sand comes in. But we could expand these to sets of 9. I bet you it's just all backed up. And it takes a very long time for the gel to cook into powder. Now, does it make more powder than it does gel? Well, I don't know, but there's already 30 in there. So it's not going to produce more than that out of one oven. I think we're good right there. So the next item is a new coolant. There's a new coolant. Oh, we can make some new containers too. And actuators. Really going after the carbon frame, aren't they? And mass producing coolant. There's a new recipe. Oh, the things we can do. Alright, let's go check on those carbon frames. And seeing how many we have. Oh, let's take the teleporter. As a matter of fact, I think this one is Victor, right in the garden. And as we show up, we are here in the garden. Yes. And we're just wanting to get over here and inspect the carbon frame factory that we built. And see how many we got. None. Nothing. What? Nothing. The carbon powder is coming down. We're just not making it fast enough. It takes 500 carbon powder to make a brick. Okay. And we need the carbon frame. This is a carbon brick factory. I knew that. We have to make carbon frames. Steel frame, copper frame, carbon powder. Alright. You know, I might just, I mean, it's going to take a while for that to get over there, but we might just run a limestone line over there for carbon powder. And that'll keep the limestone carbon factory busy. Okay. I'm going up the natural spiral staircase I built just to get up here. And let's see, we got, is that copper? We got copper here. And steel right there. Now, do I want to take the lines down there, or I just build it up here? Well, we're going to have to go from here down there. We got 2 lines to string out. And if we go from down there to up here, we got 1 line to string out. So, yeah, we're going to bring it up. Now, this one's the farthest back, so we're definitely going to drop here. Right. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop there for today. If you like what you see, do like and subscribe. And we're going to get those carbon frames going. And, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.